I am C. Southly. I am going to discuss about the subject EI 8073 Biomedical Instrumentation and Unit 1 Fundamentals of Biomedical Engineering. I am going to discuss about cell and its structure. So about cell and its structure, here we can see the cell structure diagram. So we have studied in our childhood days about cell structure. So there will be mitochondria, nucleus, ribosomes, cytoplasm, centrioles, lysomes, nuclear membrane. So all living things are composed of cells. Cells are basic units of life, and all tissues and organs are composed of cells only. So cells have many structures inside them called organelles. These organelles are like organs in the human, and they help the cell to stay alive. The nucleus of eukaryotic cell directs the cell's activities and stores DNA, and the mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. So both plant and animal cells have mitochondria. Lysomes means they are like a stomach of the cell. All the cell organelles must work together to keep the cell healthy. So we'll discuss about resting and action potential. So the basic sources of bioelectric potential is the systems in the human body generate their monitoring signals when they carry out their functions. So these signals provide useful information about their function. So bioelectric potential is associated with nerve conduction, brain activity, heartbeat, muscle activity, and so on. And the bioelectric potentials are actually ionic voltages that are produced as the result of electrochemical activity of certain cell. Resting potential, that is polarization. Certain types of cells within the body such as nerves, muscle cells are encased in a semipermeable membrane. This membrane permits some substances to pass through while others are kept out. So surrounding the cells of the body or the body fluids. So these fluids are conductive solutions containing charged atoms known as ions. That is, ions are sodium ions, potassium ions, and chloride ions. So the membranes of excitable cells permits the entry of potassium chloride but blocks the entry of sodium ions. So inside the cell is more negative than outside the cell. So this membrane potential is called resting potential. So resting potential of a cell is negative. Okay, so the resting potential ranges from minus 60 millivolts to minus 100 millivolts. So this is the diagram of the resting potential. This is the action potential, that is depolarization. So when a section of a cell membrane is excited by flow of ionic current, the membrane allows some sodium and try to reach some balance of potential inside and outside. So same time the potassium goes outside but not rapidly like sodium. So as the result, the cell has slightly positive potential inside. So due to imbalance of potassium ions, so this positive potential is known as the action potential, and approximately about plus 20 millivolts. Propagation of action potentials. That means when a cell is excited and generates an action potential ionic, the current to flow, ionic currents to flow. So this process of excites neighboring cells or of the same cell. So the rate at which the action potential moves down a fiber or propagate from a cell to cell is called propagation rate. So in a nerve fiber, the propagation rate is also known as nerve conduction velocity. So this velocity ranges from 20 to 140 meters per second. So this is the diagram of propagation of action potentials. So peak action potential, depolarization, polarization, resting potential, and this is versus time versus membrane potential. So bioelectric potentials, basically electrocardiogram, that is ECG, electroencephalogram, EEG, electromyogram, EMG, electroretinogram, ERG, electrooculogram, EOG, electrogastrogram, EGG. And nervous system and its fundamentals. So basic nervous system we know, that is central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So in central nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord comes, and peripheral nervous system means spinal nerves, cranial nerves, autonomic 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 nerves, and this is peripheral nerves is split into somatic nerves and autonomic nerve system, that is the sensory fibers from skin, skeleton muscles and joints, so the motor fibers to the skeleton muscles, and autonomic nerve system means the nerve system, sympathetic nerve system and enteric nerve system. The nervous system is comprised of two main parts, that is a central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So it is further subdivided into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. So here is the basic diagram. Peripheral nervous system, central nervous system, it is indicated by different colors: brain, spinal cord, nerves, and this is about basic components of medical system, that is biomedical instrumentation is measurement of biological signals like ECG, EMG or any electrical signals generated by human body. So this helps the physicians to diagnose the problem and provide treatment. So this biological signals and design of medical instrument, the concepts of electronics and measurements techniques are needed. So the main components of biomedical instrumentation system is measurement, sensor, signal conditioner, display. So first is the measurement. It is a physical quantity, and the instrumentation system measures it. So here sensor means the transducer that converts one form of energy into another, and signal conditioner means it is used to convert the output from the transducer into electrical value. Next is the display. It is used to provide the visual representation of the measured parameter. Data storage and data transmission. It is used to store the data and can be used for other references. Thank you.